Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to do an impossible. This is a really cool trick most skaters tend to shy away from because they think it's so hard, but that couldn't be further from the truth. This is a very fun and easy trick, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, first things first, foot placement. I like to place my back foot in the pocket with my toes hanging off. This makes it easier for the board to wrap around my foot. If you do not do this, the board will not wrap around your foot, which could lead to some serious injuries. A good example of this is Shaun Pablo's Impossible. Notice how far he has his toes hanging off. He's not doing this for the extra steez, he's hanging his toes off because he understands that you need to have those toes hanging off to get the full wrap. The front foot doesn't matter too much, you can place it anywhere on the board. Personally, I like to place it near the center of the board and point it like a 360 flip. You don't have to do it the same way I do it, but you can experiment with it. Now moving on to the trick. Before I scoop, I like to put a lot of pressure on my back foot. Then I bend my knees and begin to rise up. I push straight down on the tail and push the board forward. I then lift my back foot to get the height. You have to do this with a lot of force and speed. If you fail to do this, you land on the nose with both feet and you slip out. The front foot was tricky for me when I first started learning this trick, but I figured it out when I was trying to land 360 shove-its. What works for me is lifting my front foot up and to the right side of the board if you're goofy, and left if you're regular. Notice my foot goes up and to the right. I then immediately place it back on the board. This has to be done very quickly as soon as you scoop the board. You should at the same time be lifting your front foot up and out of the way for the board to complete the rotation. Then, like I said before, immediately place it back onto the board. Another thing that helped me land this trick was leaning back a little. This helps put pressure on your back foot to achieve the wrap. So to recap, place your back foot in the pocket and make sure your toes hang off a lot. Front foot placement doesn't matter too much, so feel free to experiment with that like I said before. So lean back a little bit, then with a lot of pressure, push straight down, then forward, then raise your back foot to get the full wrap. Lift your front foot up and to the side to allow your board to complete the full rotation. Immediately place it back onto the board. And that's about it. To be honest, this trick isn't as hard as everybody says it is, and in my opinion, it's easier than tray flips. So yeah, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment if you want any more trick tips.